Welcome back, everybody, to the BullShooter 39th Annual World Tour. We're here in San Antonio, Texas for the ladies' final. Katie and Z taking on the dartboard. I'm Nick and Will, joined by Will.
Yeah. What a great intro there as Amanda helps us out and says Google says Stamford, Connecticut for the home of wrestling, not Corpus Christi.
That was my second guess.
Just wanted to let you know as we'll get underway with our ladies' final. Katie, your current queen seat holder. Z trying to make this comeback from that loser's side, taking the dip in that queen seat match. So we'll find out. Z looked promising in that third place battle.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this as Katie, of course, looking forward to just defending her seat, rocking that Rick's Darts and Game shirt. We saw them in the comments asking us what barbecue we stopped out on the way in. Well, with Will's driving, I got so nauseous we had no time to stop.
No, that wasn't it. We didn't have time to stop yesterday, and all the good barbecue joints are pretty far away, and about an hour and 30 plus, so.
And I woke up late.
Yeah, no kidding. Probably make that trek on Monday, but we did try Curry Boys barbecue, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
a little
it
different.
was more of like a fusion.
Yeah,
I would say straight up barbecue,
yeah.
but it was good.
But they got some great choices here in San Antonio. Very mixed choices when it comes to food. I mean, another bonus. We say people always love music, they always love food, and that's kind of what you should discuss at least some point during the weekend is what do they have on that side of things, and
especially when you're traveling.
Yeah, exactly.
On the road.
Exactly. That's why it's another good bonus to come to these events, especially down here. And we've said the historical presence. I mean, the Alamo. That's another kind of thing you can come in and check out while attending the event for darts.
Great setup from Z to leave the 1-3-2. Pressures the 1-4-5. I can't go now, and you can see Katie kind of giving a wry smile. Leaves 80, 1-3-2, bull, double 16. You get the first leg on the board. It's just a race of two. Blink and you miss it.
Won't go now. Katie, like I said, needs 80 here to grab the first leg.
Now, I'm a little crazy. I like going for like the trip 10 or double 15 before the bull in a scenario like this in an open out. In this case, though, she is just going to leave 60. Doesn't find the bull in the first two.
Yeah, still can go out in one, but that's if Z doesn't take it out. 19. Trip 19.
Yeah, bull first is awkward. You have to start 19. Leaves the shot still. Doesn't go. Leaves 40 on the return if Katie doesn't take the 60. But she's keen on taking.
Yeah, she should be. I mean, just three big 20s can do it.
Oh, but one outside.
Oh, no. And Z, look at her hands go to the knees, knowing she's got an opportunity here. Just don't go to that asphalt. If you're going to go low. There's 1. 2. That's exactly what you need to do, and it's 1-0 in her favor. And remember, if this goes to a second set, it'll stay race to 2, of course. But she's got to get this extra leg and force that second set upon Katie.
Well, Z in that last third place match played so phenomenal in this cricket leg. Other than the fact that we saw a near comeback on the 17s through 15s from Sam, at the end of the day, it ended up still favoring Z and her early dominance. If she starts off strong like she did, she'll be just fine. And it seems like she's starting off strong. Finds a 5.
Yeah, good 5 there for Z.
Chris Purdy helping us out, saying, try Two Brothers Barbecue while you're here in San Antonio, about 15 minutes from the hotel you are broadcasting at. Chris has never lied to us once.
I got to have top tier, like, on the rankings list, Texas barbecue for it to be.
Are you a snob?
I am.
Barbecue snob?
I am. I am.
Do you understand that I'm round?
Yeah, but I also know good barbecue.
I mean, Wichita does have some pretty good barbecue.
Kansas has some.
You know what I mean.
Kansas City in particular.
Oh, my gosh. Chris, I'll go. Well, I'll go sometime.
Yeah, I mean, count me into, I guess.
Back
Or it is barbecue.
I mean, I'm still going to eat it, but back to the match. Z 219s is going to be the look. She starts at the 20, plays it a little bit safe.
Yep.
Just got to drill this last dart. That's the problem. I think it was more important to get the close on the 19 than it was to expand the points in this scenario. She prioritized the other way around.
We'll see. Big triple there.
Good luck to you, Troy Leroy. Hope that works out well. Would love to see you.
Tough darts. Some near misses here.
I know you were talking about it earlier, but just another shout out. I mean, it's 11:53 p.m. Our time at 7, and even the Giants amateur bracket is getting down to the tail end. Just a couple of more matches to feed through. The years of super late night 3, 4, 5 a.m. bullshooters, well done and dusted, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, make a couple changes here and there, and you know, in this generation, in this era, I mean, time is money. Time is definitely money, and we're seeing that people are, you know, with their sports and what they attend and watch and what they participate in is kind of revolves around time. So, yeah, I love it. I love it. You know, kind of maximize people's time and being able to, like we said, do other things rather than just be in the dart hall the whole weekend. Now, that's great. Some people, you know, are going to win and be forced in that dart hall throughout, but give people the option to get out and about,
and
have a good meal.
Or if you are the one that wants to stay in the dart hall, they're running blind draws here.
Yeah, exactly. That
just
too.
For people hanging out.
That too. There is a blind draw, and that's why we see as many people as we have in the background. It's because of those blind draws going on right now.
Absolutely. Katie finds 5, 40-point difference. Doing a good battle back and forth. Katie's dominance has been pretty strong today on the dartboard. Start off her run with a bye, and then got 2-0 win over Jenny Zhu, a 2-0 win over Lacey, 2-0 win over Miranda Averallo. I hope I pronounced that right. A 2-1 win over Samantha Flores that we saw in the third place match, and then a 2-1 win in the seat match. So she's dropped 2 legs on the whole day. And
that's your third and fourth place, or your second and third place individuals so far. I guess I should say just your third place. Mm-hmm. But yeah, good on Katie. She's done a number to get here.
And then Z's run started off with a bye. Got a 2-0 win over Jeanette Garcia, 2-0 win over Tiffany, 2-0 win over Rebecca, 2-1 win over Irene Medina, and then on the other side here, got a 2-0 win over Sam Flores. So has done pretty well. She only lost to Katie 2-1. So 3 legs dropped on the day for Z. Solid performance as well.
Definitely so.
I mean, if you think about it, you're playing best of threes. If you go 1-1, it is frankly a coin flip because it comes down to the diddle in that 0-1 leg, and anything can happen with any of these competitors time and time again. You want to minimize how many times you're flipping that coin, so having those 2-0 wins is crucial.
I agree. Big triple there. Closes the door on the 17s. He finds herself a wedge here. He's doing well. Adding pressure where she needs to. Once again, if she gets this leg, she forces that second set.
And she knows 1, 2, 3 on the 16s is huge. But she goes high, and I don't like the stay. You're giving Katie an opportunity. If she finds a trip and a single, she can shoot your 20s with point advantage. If she shoots a trip and hits 2 singles, she's still in a great spot.
Yeah.
That's right in the wire.
Oh, my.
Doesn't get any punishment there, as now Z single 16, and then I would want to see some 20s. She's going to the 15. She's playing it risky, and that last start looks great. Looks so good.
Troy just figuring out that the single bowl is always worth 50 points in this format.
Yeah, that's what we mean when we say a fat bowl format.
Yeah, fat bowl format. That would be what that is considered. So
If you look
definitely a unique little thing we do here, but
definitely a North American. Well, I shouldn't say North American. Definitely a soft tip thing.
yeah, it's a soft thing because in Asian markets they do that as well.
Yes. So I do think it's important to note, if you're ever curious and you're watching one of our streams, just look at the middle of the scoreboard at the bottom left, and then look down. If there's a 1 bullhead, it's a fat bull. There's 2 bullheads, it's a split bull. You can see in cricket, there's 2 bullheads, meaning the bull is split, 25 and 50.
There you go.
The more you know.
3 bowls needed.
Only 1 found, but Katie is not in range to really hurt this.
No, she's really not. Abandons to the 20s, not a bad option. But Z still just needs the 2, and
It's 5-2 right now, heavily favoring Z, but Z not favoring herself. Having trouble collecting. Does find 1 more bull. Katie left herself the 1 time on the 1 time. 5 bulls to save the set. Z just needs 1 to send it to a deciding set.
yeah, percentage-wise, it's unlikely. Yep. Remains that way.
Castillo to get to that second set. Z to get her first one over Katie. Doesn't happen yet.
Oh,
now 4 bulls for
my.
Katie. Four bulls can still go. Now it can't. Chucking away.
Yeah. Z, you want this to end now. You've got to hit it here. I don't think you want this going another round. Creeping closer. Can't put it away, so now Katie has a little bit easier task. 3 needed.
And what a save this would be, Will. To be able to save this, send it to a deciding set.
1, 2. My goodness, what a steal from Katie.
Oh, and Katie goes to start trying to celebrate, realizes how what she has to do, tries to calm herself back down. How do you not celebrate
That's
a
an
comeback?
absolute dagger. You were thinking, okay, I'm tied up now. Now we're going to this last set. Even Stevens. Easy peasy. Nope. Sorry. We're 1-1, and Katie's still 1 leg away from victory here.
Yeah, an absolute heartbreaker that right now Z needs to make sure she doesn't forget in this given moment. It's all the pressure in the world because Katie just won back the momentum. And frankly, she's playing a fat bowl game. If she hits a hat trick like she just did, she's going to be cruising. That's 4 bulls in a row. Make it 5. Make it 6. She starts off with a hat.
What a start. What a start for Katie. Like a whole new person. Back to queen seat, Katie.
Yeah, and Z does collect 1, but Katie, if she collects at least 2 bulls, can put herself so far out in front that all the pressure in the world is going to be on Z's shoulders, and that weight feels so heavy when it starts to build up there. But does get a little bit of a
reprieve.
let-off.
Yeah, a little reprieve. Only 49 from Katie there.
How many times have we said 2 bulls around gets the money?
Yeah. I think that's enough. I mean, you force Z to hit 3 to get out in front. And right now, she just cannot buy a bull. There's her first one.
Of the throw. She did hit one in round 1.
True. My apologies.
Katie has been all or nothing, and she starts off with a bull. Other 2 hugging the wire. First one had to finish. Hat trick, though, and all is not forgiven, but at least you're on a better track.
At least she left herself at a checkout. And it is the thing. If she goes 50 first dart, doesn't leave a check, but she doesn't have to attack anything else but 50 because of where Z is. So just get yourself down.
And that's exactly what she did. There's no reason to swing for the 156 if your opponent's not on a finish in a fat bowl open format.
Yeah, no reason to.
Unless you're truly like a please let me stop hitting these bulls. I want to shoot anything else mode. But a 124 from the 156, not a big range of separation that you want to see. That low ton helps Z so much in the scenario. Katie needs to take her time and be calculated. A lot of fallouts can still leave her finish.
She can reach out and grab Katie's score right now. I mean, 134, 124. Yeah, does make the transition. 2 trip 19s would have gave her the leg. So now do you go bull for double 17Z?
Yeah, you have to.
I don't see her looking at the 219s. I mean, it's just smaller targets, so yeah.
Well, that was a mistake, though, to stay on the bull from the 114 with 2 darts in hand.
Exactly. She had to take that look at the 19s. So here we go. Katie needs 80.
80-80. Won't go.
I like the stay. She just stayed on bulls. Bull to leave 28.
Yeah, I think so. I think you need guaranteed dart for the match.
I mean, she's got 18's fine because you leave 60, but still, I think you leave.
You have a lot more favorable options on the bull typically, and you can still fall out. A big moment for Z. Her tournament life is on the line for Friday night. Invitational shootout spot on the line.
She did look at bull. Didn't collect, but leaves 50 just in case. Now Katie, triple 20, gets it.
We've seen her go single 20 outside. She can't afford to do that in this scenario. She stayed for bull. Oh, that last start felt a little bit rushed. She has a quick action. That felt rushed.
It certainly did, and back to Z for 2-1. And the set.
Good shot there from Z. Absolute massive shot.
Right in the heart.
And she's going to send it to another set. Good stuff. We're going to get a reset. Katie giving her some props, but they're not going to waste any time. They're going to get right back into the mix.
You might as well. You might as well just get right back into it, reset it, and go.
Well, and they're just going up there with their phones just in case they have to scan back in. You're already logged in. You're good. Go ahead. Get the action going. We're excited to see it. Z and Katie, this is down to the wire. Who are we picking at home? Let us know right now who you got in this one. Looks like Katie will show first on this diddle. It's a double. She's like, that's the bull I was looking for earlier.
Yeah, what a diddle there. Wait just a second.
She's just getting herself ready. And she's like, so are we going to diddle? And then Katie points to her double bull and says it's right there.
Oops, my bad.
Love it. That's high, so Katie will get the start in this deciding set, best of 3 for all the marbles. 501, open, fat. Cricket, 501. We got Ashley Ritchie joining us in the chat, our female commentator of the tour, who commentated mixed trips in Florida, the finals. We got Rick Starts in Games supporting Katie. No wonder. I think it's because of her hair.
That's it. That is it.
Or the nice blue bonnet shirt.
Good start for Katie. Grabs 2 of them.
Yeah, solid start. 2 around gets the money. We said that enough times, but if you throw 2 bowls around, you're going to get look at a finish unless someone's playing perfect. But you'll take 3 when it shows up.
Yeah, you certainly will. 2:32 remaining now, so puts herself in prime position, especially with their opponent over 200 back.
Doesn't leave a finish, but with Z so far back, doesn't change anything.
It doesn't. Not yet, at least. If Z collects, a couple bowls here and able to somewhat turn this around, then we're talking.
Well, it only matters once the gold star appears by your name. You have to stay fighting, right? How many times have we seen players come back in improbable, almost impossible legs? That's due to good mentality and grit. It's not due to just getting lucky at that point. You have to force it back in there. And how many times have you also tried to force your way back into a leg that doesn't go your way? The difference is that 1 out of 10 times where it does.
Katie leaves the 1, 2, 4. Gonna get the first look and then some.
One, two, 4. Still possible to go. Yeah, no real reason. I mean, she did go for the 45 to leave 60 from 105. Don't think that was necessary. But you get the option to shoot it how you want when you're this far ahead. I always factor if my opponent's not on to finish, how can I leave myself the best start I can instead of trying to hit a hard combination finish?
83 needed.
Can go bull first. Chose not to.
Yeah, I think she's attacked this the right way here.
Well, the mistake was she needed to go trip 12 in that last start because that's what the fans want to see.
Get out of here with your nonsense trip 12.
I love the trip 12.
Nope.
Meredith McGee does it for me.
No, Meredith is Meredith. So
That is true. Meredith is Meredith. The Z, by the way, has crawled her way back into this leg with a hat trick, putting pressure on Katie to get this leg done here.
Katie, just go inside is perfectly fine. 2 18s here for 1-0. Or that.
He said, I'm not going to aim inside. I'm not Will Stewart.
She did aim inside, though. That was like right on the wire of the double.
Nope.
Ideal placement.
Nope. She was aiming outside wire for fun.
Ideal placement there.
On to leg number 2. Katie at 1-0 advance. She did lose 2-1 in that last set. She got the first leg on. She's on match point. The almost won that first set 2-0. Had some troubles with the bull. But she's been starting cricket games so well. 5-mark start, I believe, in her last 3 cricket legs.
See, she's not thrilled with just the 2 on the 19s.
I mean, if you're Z, you're just going to try to keep marching along. That's exactly what she does. She finds the 19s. She moves to the 17s. 17's off the margins, but you're up 2 numbers and 40 points to start off cricket. You're going to feel fine. Good comment here by Troy Leroy, because I think a lot of people wonder about this if they're newer to watching darts, but when we clarify what we mean by aim inside, so on that double 18, you can see the outside, the black segment there, right by the number. The outside wire, of course, being the one facing the, as you would put it, asphalt, the out zone, and then the inside wire is facing the single segment. So instead of aiming for the dead center of the double, you're aiming on the inside wire because you're okay with having a single in this format.
Yeah, that's the thing. The key is it's open out, so it's not double out. So you can go single 18 for 36 rather than the double is what we're essentially meaning there.
Well, and I think a lot of other common misconception of newer players or players newer to soft tip, this is not necessarily for Troy's sake, but for everyone else's, is when you're aiming, aim small, miss small is a big mentality that you should have. So you're not aiming at the entire segment. You're trying to focus in. I'm trying to hit the center of the segment. Some people try to aim at just a couple small holes on the dartboard. to get those results, because if you aim at the whole segment, you give yourself wider range to miss.
Exactly.
Troy, because it's open out, so a single 18 could have won it. You didn't need to finish on a double. She just chose to. A little lesson for everybody at home.
Katie, only a single 18. So, Z, yeah, I would go into attack mode there as well, and then I would have aborted with the last, just for good measure, but...
Yeah, she didn't have to abort on last, but I agree with you.
No, she didn't have to abort by any means, but... Wow, great shot from Katie. 6 mark there to give her a 20-point lead.
Now, my main goal this turn is to defend my numbers, not to get the close, so I want to get those 2 singles first. Now, that was perfect. That was the 1, 2, 3, bare minimum. That was the goal she set out first off, and the goal she actualized. Some very close legs we're seeing from the ladies right now, Will.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Rightfully so. We got on that non-pro side.
The 5th, 6th is about to get started. They're just finishing that 7th, 8th right now.
Wow.
So we'll be towards the tail end of our coverage here. I would wager to say an hour, hour and a half left is probably our max range, depending on how long the players take to get to the board, which I don't think will be too long of delays. Katie getting into a tough position in this leg. She can make a stand on these 15s. She can make a fight back in this match. But right now, Z looking likely potentially push us to another last leg decider, which if you're going to not 1 set decider, but 2 set deciders in a final, the right 2 made it. That's my opinion.
Yep.
That's no disrespect to everybody else, but you see so many times these like really well-fed competitions. I mean, I could have gone for 100 more sets of the pro final that we saw.
Yeah.
And honestly, I could go for 100 more sets of this final because it's so neck and neck. It's so down to wire. 15-point separation is all that separates them in the 20s in favor of Z.
Just one bull, though, so... Still anyone's match here, as it could turn.
That doesn't help Katie. What Katie did well to fight herself back the last time this happened in cricket was by hitting bulls every single round. This time doesn't do so. Z going to go ahead and make it a little bit harder. Add another bull. I like that use of the 20. And frankly, because Z's back is against the wall a little bit in the sense that she has to win this leg, I wouldn't have blamed her if she stayed up for all the 20 she can get.
Yep. He's going to keep it interesting. That's for sure.
He's 3 bulls and 2 20s away. Z's 2 bulls away from a last leg decider.
One big 3 there, though.
That's a good marker. It's a risky stay. I
think you should abandon there for the 20s.
Katie has to hit the 3 bulls first, though. She can't hit the 20s
exactly,
first.
And that's kind of what she forced it to.
Only 1, so Z needs to cross this door now. She can't afford to go miss, miss, miss in this scenario.
No.
She can't afford to go miss, miss, single
She's
20
got one.
either.
She's got one in the tank.
Single 20 adds a bull. Finds the bull, doesn't need it. Gives herself a little round of applause. One more time on the one time here for the ladies.
Yep, we'll go the distance here in this one. As we'll go for the middle. Katie well outside.
That'll be enough for Z to get the start. Z doing some work to get back to this point. It is now 501 points away from being your ladies singles champion at the inaugural San Antonio Regional. Inaugural. First San Antonio Regional.
Yeah, there you go, Nick. Hey, you worked your way around it, found it. Congratulations.
Much like my dart game with the bullseyes.
Nah, still didn't work out too well for you. You got to push a button to keep going, you know.
Oh
but you learned your lesson the hard way today.
Let it go.
Oh, buddy.
Look out for the speed cricket video coming out soon. Both girls neck and neck to get things going.
No doubt. No doubt. Just the 3-point differential.
And it's about right now finding that first low ton, finding that first jump. Katie, we've seen it. She's gone hat-trick low ton. We've seen her go these big sprints. Z has not had the same sprints on the bull. She's been very well in cricket. That might be the start to Katie's comeback.
Yeah, there's a good round. Good 120 on there.
I love the crowd surrounding, and there's even more off-camera view here to support the ladies. They deserve it. Good low ton answer from Z. Answering right back, hand in hand, blow for blow.
And that's a mistake from Katie.
Well, it's only 1 point that separates them after 3 rounds. But you have to favor Z going first, Will. You just have to, right?
Oh, and no score there on the last. You would have said yes, but now it's tough to favor either one. Now you favor. You can't favor because it's a 2-7 or 1-7-2.
Yeah, it doesn't leave a finish.
I still think you give Katie the slight edge.
I would have to agree with that just because we haven't seen the 10-plus finish yet on our ladies' coverage.
But there you go.
Ooh, good leave.
Leaves the 154.
We seen Johnny Smith earlier hit the 154 on our stream. We see it again. Katie going to have to tee herself up. Leaves 57, a 1-dart finish on her return. Z with the 154 in a dream.
She can go bull here. That was the intended route.
Needs to find at least one bull. Does do so. Even if 75 is not a good leave, you have to pressure 57. And Katie knows now or never.
And that'll do it. What a big trip 18 to get the job done. Congrats to Katie. Entertaining back and forth battle in the final.
Yeah, heartbreaker for Z. You can kind of see it. She really wanted it. She thought she was in range. She was in range. She was not far away, but unfortunately just doesn't go her direction. And you can see the amount of people, by the way, that were over here watching. They're all cheering out there for them. That's what they're announcing. Heartbreaking finish for Z, but she should be proud. She took it down to 75 points away from winning that title.